Hey, everybody, and welcome to the Super 80s Podcast Friend. We are a TV theme song explorer with one mission, and that is to analyze every single 1980s TV theme song, all genres, comedies, dramas, game shows. We sometimes love them all, and sometimes they're bad, like last week. Silver Spoons.
Together we're going to find our way one way or the other.
Don't get that back in my head. If you missed out on episode 43, I suggest listening to, pull out your duck phone and listen to Silver Spoons.
Yeah.
Speaking of pulling out your duck phones, if you like our podcast, if you could like and subscribe on Spotify or Apple Podcasts or wherever else you're listening to us, we'd appreciate that.
Dial 1-900-447-3524.
Hi, I'm Dionne Warwick, and you're listening to the Psychic Friends Network. You guys ever call a 900 ladies phone number in college?
No.
No, but
me
from
either.
Payphones, we used to do that 1-800 all the time. That was fun.
Where you could get a 1 free minute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a good time.
Hey, big boy.
Yeah.
You had a payphone?
I like payphones. Oh, man, payphones. Anyway, if you have any questions for us, if you're still listening, you can find us on Facebook, Instagram,
Threads.
as well as email, super80spodcastfriend@email.internet. By the
I love that we're not even trying anymore.
Yeah.
Our mailbag is empty, and now we're just giving out the wrong address.
it actually is super80spodcastfriend@gmail.com. Please, anyone?
Please.
Just send us an
Reach
email.
out.
Yeah.
Gives us content.
It does give us content.
Yeah.
It makes your morning commute all the more fun. By the way, I'm John.
I'm Ryan.
And I'm Pete.
And we like to start our show out with a drink. We encourage you. Oh, yeah, that was good. That's good podcasting right there.
It's damn good taste, too.
We encourage you to join us. Ryan, what's about to be in your glass?
Furious. Surly Furious.
Pete?
Minneapolis.
Surly Furious.
Surly Furious.
Around the horn.
Holy
Man.
moly.
That's pretty awesome. We're all drinking the Surly Furious. It's a great IPA.
Sure
It's
is.
a malty one. I like it.
It is a malty one. It's got a little bit of that Two Hearted from Bell's vibe.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You go up nerd, it gets a little malty.
Yeah, up nerd.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, sure.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Did
Grapes.
it.
You betcha. All right. It is that time of the show where we have any retractions from last week or previous weeks. We talk about shows we've watched, and there's nothing in the listener mailbag. Spoiler alert.
Damn it.
So, guys, any retractions, thoughts? Our last episode was Silver Spoons. Before that was Alien Nation, and before that was Press Your Luck.
I'm feeling still conflicted about the Silver Spoons theme.
You wish you'd have been more harsh on it, like me?
No.
I feel like you were overly harsh, but that's your
Yeah.
opinion. I mean, I don't object. I don't
Yeah.
your opinion on that is your opinion. That's fair.
I feel like if the mood struck me, I could vote yes on that. Like I could like that song.
You could make love to a woman to that song.
Together.
You know, a little glass of Dom Perignon. Moet. Do you remember the Moet ads from the 80s?
It's more.
Port Moet makes it Paris.
I just it
Don't.
wasn't that bad.
You were harsh, but
Yeah.
again, that's your opinion.
I'm usually the harsh one.
As
but
Ryan might say, I stand by my decision.
I regret nothing. I retract nothing.
So you're feeling you were a little harsh. Do you want to change it to a thumbs up? Retroactively?
No, I don't. But
I mean, it still would have lost. But
Yeah.
if we were doing what we did with the winners, the three votes to go to the grand hall of whatever, it got 3 thumbs down. But there's way more terrible songs.
right. It belongs
True.
in purgatory as opposed to
That's
hell.
you're right.
Yeah.
Purgatory as opposed to hell.
Yeah.
We're still talking about the Silver Spoons thing.
Yeah. I know you don't care because you hated it.
I didn't hate it. I just really disliked it.
Yeah. It's
All right. So you're sticking with your
I'm
thumbs down.
sticking
though?
with it, but
That's
I'm
fair.
feeling a wee guilty.
It's
I
like
respect
it's
that.
like a half thumb down.
Yeah.
A thumb sideways.
That's a little
Yeah.
sideways.
Yeah.
Sideways
She's a
thumb.
little sideways.
Any other thoughts, comments, things to share?
Nah.
No.
Fellas, I watched Alien Nation.
Oh, my word.
yeah.
I said I wouldn't.
I love it. Somebody had to.
I know, and I knew you guys weren't going to.
I was kind of curious.
So everything's on YouTube. Nobody's pulling this down.
Nobody's enforcing the IP on this. They're just like, yeah, have it. We don't give a shit.
Now,
Exactly.
let me start out by telling you, I only watched 20 minutes, but not because it was bad. I was busy.
Sure.
But it was called The First Cigar. I never got to why it was called that. But so it starts this episode. There's a drug epidemic happening in, where are they?
LA.
Yep. There's a drug epidemic. And we start out, and we're in a rougher neighborhood, and we see these big-ass headed alien hookers approaching cars.
Oh.
What?
Just like Julia Roberts in Pretty Woman.
I thought the aliens were superior intelligence and
Exactly.
strength. They
What?
should not end up on Skid Row.
Hey, they need Junifree.
Junifer, that was the name of the drug that they...
Yeah, there's a new drug called Junifree. Its street name is Jack, and they say it's the new crack.
They made it rhyme with crack because that was the best they could come up with.
Both humans and newcomers are hooked on it.
Oh, man.
So it starts out with the human detective guy
Yep.
and his alien detective pal, San Francisco, busting up a jack house. Not a crack house.
Not a crack house, but a jack house.
It's great. The human detective, I really gained a liking to the actor and the character as the show went on. So they go in there. There's a big fight. The drug dealers are shooting at them, and there's a kid in the house. All aliens, by the way.
Oh.
But I'm sorry, part alien, part human drug team. And one of the drug dealers, human, is trying to flush the drugs down the toilet so that the evidence will be gone. And that human cop, as they're fighting for its big trouble, bites him on the leg.
Good
Well,
one.
that's a
Good
get him
move.
That's a new move.
The drug dealer said, "You bit me, man. You can't do that." And the human detective said, "It's okay. I didn't make you swallow."
What?
I don't even know what that means. Then he's like,
What?
Yeah.
Was there a scene cut out?
Exactly.
And then he tells the drug dealer, "Now you get the drugs out of the toilet." He's like, "I'm handcuffed." And he's like, "I know." And he makes it get it out with his teeth.
Oh, good one.
Oh, man.
NYPD Blue-esque.
Yeah.
That's the kind of shit police departments get sued for, though.
Yeah.
They're
Only if you find out.
their big ass alien heads and lack of eyebrows is really weird.
No eyebrows, huh?
And their leopard print starts at their forehead and goes all the way down their neck. It looks like a Paul Stanley BC Rich from the Animalized tour. In Kiss. It's
Do you think they get a lot of dust in their eyeballs with only eyebrows?
Yeah, I think they do.
90% of their ears are covered. They just have little. Their makeup covers all but just a little bit of their ear too.
Huh.
Remember, Pete told us that people in immigration were giving them names.
Yeah.
Yes.
One of the ladies who comes to the police department is Betsy Ross.
Outstanding. Hell
Was
of a
she a
sower.
prostitute?
So
Hell of a
San
sower.
Francisco and Betsy Ross are talking to each other in alien language, which has a series of clicks, like the Khoisan language family.
Love it.
Even on this damn show, you got people drinking milk at midnight, but it looked like it might have been getting San Francisco drunk. Because a side story on this episode is that he and his wife are being audited by the IRS.
Of course.
And his buddy, the mullet cop, is taking a free lunch from the guy at the diner, the Greek diner. And San Francisco's like, "Should you be doing this?" Because of the audit. He's all paranoid. What else?
This is a lot in 20 minutes. I'm just going to tell you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's pretty much it. Overall, it was good.
Would you watch it again?
It was funny.
Would
It
you
was-
finish the episode?
I think so. Yeah.
So one thing I guess I didn't...
I was surprised at how decent it was.
Yeah, so one thing I guess I didn't understand, because I've never seen it, was, is it a... It appeared to be kind of comedy. It had some comedy bits to it, right? Like,
Yeah, like when he and Betsy Ross are talking in the click language and the other cops are like, "What the hell are you..." Like there was a lot of...
almost like Hardcastle and McCormick,
Yes.
right? Like where there's some spoof to it.
There's some spoof. That's a perfect
Yeah.
way of putting it. There's some spoof to it. Like one of the ladies who he like brought him a TV, like because she wanted to say thank you for protecting our neighborhood, and he's like, "Am I going to get written up for tax evasion on this?" So it was. I would recommend one of you guys take her for a test drive.
Yeah. So what I'm surprised at is that, again, we just mentioned that they were supposed to be higher intelligence and strength and all these things, that these newcomers, supposedly the show had parallels to marginalized or, minority communities in the U.S., how they're treated. And then they took the newcomers and, gave them their own
poor positions, right?
Poor positions, yes.
It was, it's fascinating, funny, weird. Alien Nation. Oh, all right.
Well, I appreciate that you went down that road.
Yes, thank you.
I'm a little bit enticed. I think it's highly unlikely I watch an episode, but I'm a little bit enticed given what you've put on the buffet, so to speak.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll get home and make my family watch it with me.
Family, everybody, if they're asleep, get up. We're watching Alien Nation. So that's that. We have been voting on songs that got 3 thumbs up in previous episodes, and we're going to decide whether
Ryan's been giving him a thumbs down.
That's all he does.
Since, yeah. It's just a shit burger.
That's what you call me.
Thumbs down.
2 thumbs.
Shit
2
burger?
thumbs down.
Shit burger?
You can get our T-shirt with Ryan's face that says "shit burger" underneath on our Threads TV shop. So let's do. What do you want to do? 2 or 3 this week?
Whatever. Let's start with 2 and see if
it
3
doesn't
makes us
matter.
happy.
Ryan's just going to take them all off.
First up. So the question is: this song has already gotten 3 thumbs up. Is this theme song a super all-time Hall of the Mega Champion winner?
Mm-hmm.
Pete, Full House.
Ooh.
It's not my
Whatever
favorite.
happened to predictability?
Yeah, no, it's not.
Okay.
Sorry.
Just out of curiosity, I would have also said no.
I think I agree with that.
Okay. It's a
Shocked.
living which goes, life's not the French Riviera. Believe me. It's a lot like show business.
That was a fun one, but I'm not putting that.
No.
Nope.
No.
I would have given that a thumbs up. All-time super mega champion. Finally, let's do 3 this week. Magnum PI.
I think that's iconic.
I can't hum it in my head, so I got to give it a thumbs down.
What?
Yeah.
How is it possible?
Just because you can't, your memory problems are Magnum PI's fault.
Exactly.
What 18 went on the 18 got the Yeah, I'll give that a thumbs up. Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, it's
I retract. Thumbs up.
it's a thumbs
Thank
up
you.
for sure.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Magnum PI into the Hall of Fame.
Hey, it's about time. Hey, and anonymous statistician, throw Facts of Life on there too. Ryan just changed his mind. Holy smokes. All right, Magnum PI is now in the Super Mega Podcast Champion Wall.
Yeah.
Yeah, all of that.
Yeah.
The official name.
Proud of it.
And mustache.
And what are they driving there? A Lamborghini?
No,
Ferrari?
Ferrari 308.
Fiat?
It's
What
a
is it, a 308?
Opel?
308, 3-liter, 8-cylinder.
I was about to say, what does that
It's
mean?
only 8 cylinders, actually.
I would have guessed
Although
30.
what year is that? 82, probably?
Yeah.
Yeah.
These days it would have like 50 cylinders.
Well,
probably.
10 cylinders and 10 or 12 and you're
Maybe
on a
100.
racetrack, right? Like, so.
They didn't. Yeah.
8 cylinders will get you to what? 250?
What the hell are these guys
You're
talking
making
about?
things up now.
I got a puncher's chance of getting there.
All right. Well, hey, that was wonderful. By the way, I'm John.
Who are you?
Thank you for listening to the Super 80s podcast, friend.
Did we do that already?
Yeah, we're done.
Oh, okay.
It is time. It's time to find out what the heck we're listening to this week. And that means we need to talk to our robot friend. You know, Conky has been so busy. We talked a few weeks ago. Spring comes late in Wisconsin.
Yes.
And his yard work, he starts something and it gets ruined and he has to start it again.
We get like a couple of false springs.
Fall springs.
Yeah, where there's like a 60-degree day in February and like finally spring's here and you're wearing shorts, you start pulling lawn furniture out, and then it snows the next week.
Yep.
Spring in Wisconsin's a big old dick tease.
I bet. Yep. I bet.
I thought you said I bet.
I bet.
I bet. Anyway, Conky, who is not a dick tease, was outside
Do we have to use that term?
No. We can edit that out later.
In post.
Listeners are going to hear Conky, who is not.
Conky is not.
It's going to be some fun editing. 15-minute mark. Edit out the boop term. Gloop, gloop. All right. Conky's going to tell us what song we're listening to this week. Go ahead, Conky.
Ready to assist you. Pee-wee.
Morning, Conky.
What's today's secret word?
Today's secret word is Adventures of the Gummi Bears.
Oh, hell yes.
Oh, wow.
That's a good tune.
It's I think we would say it's a banger.
Thumbs up. I'm out of here. Good night, guys.
Catch us on Threads. We'll see you.
See you guys. Turn the lights off when you're done.
Yeah.
I didn't know that's the full title.
Full title is Adventures of the Gummi Bears. Yeah.
Who in their right mind would ever say, did you guys catch the new episode of The Adventures of the Gummi Bears? No one ever said that.
Because in third grade in the playground, we were asking
Right.
people, did you catch the latest episode of...
Adventures of the Gummi Bears?
When I was playing marbles. You guys play keepsies?
No.
When you played marbles?
No,
the
did
hell are
not
you
play
talking
marbles.
about?
Did not play marbles.
Well, keepsies means when you play at the end, you keep the pot.
Did you rent this from the library?
Like our paintings? No, did you play it?
Did not play marbles.
Did you play marbles?
No.
Oh, we played a lot of marbles at my elementary school.
How old are you? What the hell are you talking about?
We would play marbles during recess. And if you, at the start of a game, you'd say, keepsies or no?
And you listen to Pat Boone, too? What
And
the
if
hell
they
are you
said
talking about?
keepsies, you got a bunch of guys around the pot. And whoever wins the round, if you say keepsies, you put those marbles in your marble bag that your mom made for you.
What the shit is going on around here?
I don't know, Ryan.
Actually, as I say it, it sounds like I was growing up in the 1920s.
Yeah,
You were listening to Pat Boone.
exactly.
No, we played keepsies.
Punk Rock John was listening to Pat Boone playing keepsies with his marbles,
And sometimes you'd pull out the boulders, the big ones.
dancing the Charleston, and riding the trolley.
Steelers, the steel ones.
How was Wizard of Oz in the theater?
I can't believe you guys didn't play marbles.
I can. Because I'm not 100.
Well, I'll be danged. Anyway.
I'll be danged. You're not helping your cause.
Good golly.
Oh, sugar.
Okay,
Well,
Gummi
let's
Bears.
share our memories.
Circling back.
Let's share our memories of the Donna Reed show.
I don't, I can't visualize, in my head, what these bears look like.
Oh, I got them.
In my head, they kind of lived in a tree, just like the Shirt Tails.
Yeah.
But I remember the song. Gummi Bears,
Yep.
bouncing here and there and everywhere. High adventure that's beyond compare. We are the Gummi Bears.
Dang.
Nice.
It's a great song.
Yeah.
Do you remember the show?
Yeah, a bit. The first thing that comes into mind is the villain guy, and he reminds me of the villain from Robin Hood. Prince, whatever. I don't know that he's a prince in Gummi Bears, but
Yeah, he's really dumb in the Robin Hood movie, right? He's real dopey. The lion.
That's a king, I think.
I'm thinking more of the Kevin Costner version.
Oh, I was thinking of the
of
animated.
the Disney one. Yeah, I'm thinking, whatever. But that's and maybe he is a prince. In
Sheriff. Was it the sheriff,
This. Oh,
John?
maybe it was the sheriff.
What's the Bryan Adams song in that movie?
Oh,
Everything I do,
Nice.
I do it for you.
You gave that little Springsteen.
thank
Yeah.
you.
You should
Well,
sing.
There's
You punched it up.
a small slice between Springsteen and Bryan Adams.
There's a big slice. Don't kid yourself.
big slice of Canadian bacon.
There's a giant canyon between Bryan
does it
Adams
almost-
and Bruce Springsteen.
You
Come
almost
on.
have to cut it like a knife.
Kind of.
Feels so right.
It does. Every time.
What are we talking? Oh yeah.
What the hell are
So
we doing
you
here?
remember the Gummi Bears? You remember the Bryan Adams character?
Right. Correct. That's all I got.
I remember I had a plush.
Oh, that helps the memories.
My mom worked at a Hallmark store at the mall, and they had some Gummi Bears. Gummi Bear? Bears.
Plural is bears.
Gummi Bears plush. Just
What the hell's a plush?
a stuffed animal.
Stuffed animal. Oh, okay.
What the fuck is a frush?
I was playing marbles. What the hell?
So I had a
the hell's
gummy bear.
cutesy?
I had a gummy bear stuffed animal, and it was I don't know his name. And then I also I can picture that one in my mind, and I picture there's an old guy with glasses. He was like a wizard type guy.
Gargamel.
No, bear.
There are some, now that you say that, there are some comparisons to Shirtails, Smurfs. It's kind of a little bit of a jumble of those cartoons.
Tis.
Any
other memories?
No, I can't picture like what happened on the show or like what.
Again, they're in a
they look
forest, aren't they? They're in a forest, trees. They live in a tree.
Can I throw out a hot take?
Yeah.
Sure.
All cartoons are kind of the same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Except for Heathcliff.
That was
Prove me wrong.
pure garbage.
Well, maybe they're not all the same, and there's only one person who can tell us that, and that's Engineer Pete. Conky just took his duck phone and impaled Pete in like a spinal tap type motion.
Ouch.
And now Engineer Pete knows all about the adventures of the Gummi Bears.
The main thing I know is they're called The Adventures of the Gummi Bears. It debuted on NBC in September of '85. It ran for 4 seasons. Before one season on ABC, followed by the final 6th season on syndication.
Where were the first 4?
NBC.
That's weird. It switched networks.
And 85 is way earlier than I would have guessed. Like, I would have guessed...
You know what I think happened? I think Disney bought ABC in like '89.
They did, yes.
And that's where... Okay.
And this was produced by Walt Disney Television Animation.
There we go.
6 seasons, 65 episodes, 95 segments. So some episodes were the full 30, and some were like 15-minute splits. Well, I shouldn't say 15 because there's commercials in there too. So it's probably like 11-minute splits where you'd have 2 short episodes sometimes as opposed to 1 longer. Takes place in a medieval fantasy world. The Gummi civilization were long ago forced out by humans who were trying to, access their knowledge and magic. And they went to some place unknown to humans. But a few remained living in Gummi Glen. In the Kingdom of Dunwyn, hidden from the humans. Their peaceful existence is disrupted when a young human named Calvin stumbles upon their home. Calvin possesses a Gummi medallion that unlocks the Great Book of Gummi, revealing the lost history and secrets of the Gummi Bears. This encounter forges a bond between the humans and the Gummies, who decide to use their knowledge to help those in need and protect their home from evildoers. So, it's... And I think they kind of they're hidden, and like sometimes when people see them, they think they just imagined it or dreamt it. But like children can see them, and like, there's a lot of weird stuff going on here. The main antagonist is Duke Igthorn.
Ooh.
He's an exiled knight who seeks to conquer the Kingdom of Dunwyn, and he's aware of the Gummies' existence and their powerful gummy berry juice.
Yeah, there's the juice. That's what I was
going to ask. Why are they called Gummi Bears?
Because it's I don't know if it's a tie into the candy somehow, but they are not eaten.
And they bounce, right? They bounce.
Oh.
Here, there, and
The
everywhere.
gummy berry juice makes them basically bounce like rubber balls.
Same here.
Totally.
Yep.
Also called Furious.
Oh, I was going to say it was called blackberry brandy.
Give me another
Gummy
pull
bear.
Give me another pull of that.
Gummy berry brandy, please.
I'll have another Gummi Bear, blackberry banana.
Next time you're down at GM's, order some gummy berry brandy.
I'll
Yeah,
take
that's
2.
See what JP says. Where was
Welcome to the podcast, GMs.
So yeah, he's constantly trying to steal their secrets and use them for nefarious plots to help with with the help of his dim-witted ogre army led by somebody named Toadwort.
I remember Toadwort. I can
Okay.
picture Toadwort.
What did he look like?
Like a green, froggy kind of bullfrog looking thing.
Okay.
That was a horrible description.
Yeah.
Froggy.
I'll get
There
back
was-
to my
There
marbles
was
game.
like 10 main characters. They're Zoomy Gummy, Gruffy Gummy,
I'm gonna
Grammy
look up
Gummy.
which one I had as a plush.
Grammy
stuffed
Gummy was the one who was responsible for cooking and making the gummy berry juice.
They
Tummy
kept
Gummy,
in a
Sunny
satchel,
Gummy.
right? They had like a little sack.
I really don't know how they carry that around. I'm unclear on that. But it's a magical potion that allows him to bounce like a rubber ball. It also gives humans and monsters super strength for a short period of time. But humans and monsters can only use it once a day. Unlike the gummy bears who can use it more than that.
Like LSD.
Sure.
Because it lasts 24 hours?
I don't know. Just throwing that out there.
Sure.
It's three people who have not done LSD are going to comment on that.
Here's the one I had, the stuffed animal of.
Yeah.
Little
but you don't
pink
know the
guy?
name of- You don't know the guy's name.
Okay.
Huh?
No.
Cubby Gummy, maybe?
Cubby? Let's see.
He was the youngest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there was...
Here's the stuffed animal.
Oh, look at that.
It almost looks like he has a mustache.
A little frightening.
I can get it on eBay for $50.
Oof.
Well,
I'm gonna pass on
damn.
that.
What a deal. There was an episode of DuckTales where the Gummi Bears make a cameo.
Crossover.
And gummiberry juice figures into the plot.
Wow.
And later the gummiberry juice having other appearances on the series. So the song was written by Michael and Patty Silvershire and performed by Joseph Williams.
They're all geniuses.
This name just rolls off the tongue, this production. Silvershire and Silvershire also wrote the theme songs to Tailspin and a bunch of other songs used for Disney and Jim Henson shows. They are not married anymore, but they were for a while. But they've been nominated for 3 Primetime Emmy Awards for Outstanding Music and Lyrics.
So these are some ringers.
There's some they're kind of ringers. And then the singer, Joseph Williams, he's the son of composer John Williams.
Whoa. Welcome to the podcast, John Williams.
Yes.
And he was also the singer of Toto from 86 to 88.
Hold on.
Holy smokes. Joseph Williams.
Yeah. It doesn't stop.
Hold the line.
You got more?
Love isn't always on time.
No.
Take me all the way.
Yeah, exactly.
He was the singing voice of adult Simba in the Lion King movie.
What? Interesting.
And now, he wrote the English lyrics for the song Lopty Neck and Ewok Celebration for the original release of Return of the Jedi.
Oh.
His dad obviously composed the music.
Yub nub.
So,
Dub dub chippa dubbo.
So, yeah, I guess he wrote the nonsense lyrics that the Ewoks sing.
He wrote Yub nub? Wait, no, I'm sorry. Lopty neck. Sorry, that's not Yub nub. Lopty neck is a tipicata pocho in Jabba's palace.
Oh, yes.
Jabba's palace?
Yeah.
So his dad was like...
Cy Snoodles, Max Rebo, the band.
His dad was just like, can you write some nonsense words?
Hell yeah.
Get me that guy who wrote the Ewok song. That's what they said.
Well, it's his son. John Williams is on set.
Yeah.
So he's like, yeah, hey, 9-year-old, write Lopty neck.
Exactly.
Write the Ewok Celebration.
Man.
Wait, did the Ewok Celebration have words?
Yeah, Yub nub.
That's the Ewok Celebration.
Yep, but Lopty neck is in Jabba's palace.
Yeah. Is that sung by the lady who's got like almost like an elephant trunk with like lips on the end?
Cy Snoodles.
Okay.
Like you said, size noodles.
I
Her
know he
keyboard
said-
player is Max Rebo.
Sometimes those things you say don't mean anything to me
Correct.
and a lot of people.
I think she's Cy Snoodles. Now I gotta look. Oh,
That's
And she had like 14 bikini tops, if I remember correctly.
14.
yeah. But that's some really interesting pedigrees.
Yes. Oh yes.
Like, big time stuff.
Yeah,
Like John Williams is as big time as you can get on anything musically.
Yeah. Well, I mean, whether or not Joseph was actually himself as talented, obviously not. But whether he was just riding the coattails or
I wouldn't assume there's any nepotism here.
no, not in that industry.
Not a Williams guy writing a Star Wars song for a Star Wars movie that your dad composed.
Well,
He just got
Just coincidence. He was hired him on talent and merit,
yes.
bootstraps.
I
Yes.
think, regardless, I think he's done pretty damn well for himself with this one.
What did he do with this song again? I'm sorry. He just sang it?
He's the singer.
He's a singer.
He sang in Toto. This guy's got a.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, you got.
But it was later in Toto. Like it was not
right.
Africa. and-
Post Africa.
Yeah.
Yeah. Post Africa and Hold the Line and
Yeah.
all that. But still,
Name a third Toto song.
Rosanna,
Rosanna. Okay, there we go.
Hold the
Fine.
Line, Africa. Is that it? That's
Yeah.
that's the trifecta.
That's
Yeah.
trifecta.
If you go see Toto, that's the final 3 songs of the night.
You better cheer for that encore if you want to hear him. Actually, no. One of them's got to be the last song of the show, so that you cheer for the encore to get the last 2.
Wait till I play the Gummi Bears song.
Oh. I bet Toto in the 80s was playing the Gummi Bears theme song.
But so obviously, I mean, we all remember the song, so we know it's good. Well, at least we think we know it's good.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's got to be good. In my mind, it's good.
Yeah. So let's.
My mind's eye.
Let's do her.
Let's do her.
This is great.
Yep. Already. It speaks of adventure.
It almost sounds like the beginning of Dallas.
It does. It does.
Well put.
Dun, 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 dun. This is the Dallas of animation.
Absolutely.
Dashing and daring, courageous and
Okay, this is a little cheesy.
I am underwhelmed right away by
This guy's great.
My
the way that
expectations
by
have.
the way that he's whispering into the lyrics.
Let's give him a chance.
We're
This
gonna
is
give him a
great.
chance, but I already feel let down.
Love it. Love it.
caring, faithful and friendly with stories to share.
Oh,
They're faithful and friendly with
you
stories.
got the
to
lyrics
share.
up. This is great. I love this.
Dashing and daring, courageous and caring,
Yeah.
faithful and friendly
What's not to love?
with stories to tell. No, stories to share. Sorry.
I think this song is carried by the refrain. I think that's where we're at. That's
The forest they sing out in chorus, marching along as their song fills.
It's almost like there's a. It's not an echo, but he's singing.
I was about to say the exact same
He's
thing.
singing into like a tube almost or something.
He's got reverb. There's a lot of reverb on
yeah,
his voice.
yeah, the reverb, like vocal reverb. Yeah.
Yep.
this is being mixed by like a 12-year-old.
Well, we add reverb when we think
Turn
that
on the echo!
We add reverb when we feel that there might be something missing.
When you talk
Like in my bands I play in, I put a lot of reverb on my guitar. Yeah.
But when it's a single vocal, it's a weird way to come in.
It's
But so
got a-
I think he's singing about their song, the Bears song. I think their song is the Gummi Bears. So right now he's just introducing it.
just blew
Yeah.
my mind.
So here's the. Do you want the rest of the lyrics to get into the chorus? So all through the forest, they sing out in chorus, marching along as their song fills the air.
So their song is the
Yeah.
refrain.
yeah.
I love it. Sign me up.
Gummy bears bouncing here and there and everywhere.
So a couple things. From a mixing standpoint, his vocals are way too hot,
Yep.
right? And we've got our classic cartoon.
Yeah.
There's a bunch
Yes,
of
there's
bullshit in the
sound
background.
effects of what's going on.
I'm also surprised that there's no backing vocals at all. It's just him.
Which is really weird because
Yes.
if you would have asked me, I would have said yes. There's a chorus. singing
Exactly.
this
I
Gummi Bear.
assumed it was a chorus.
That's
right.
the power of Joseph Williams.
It's true.
Yeah, exactly. Self-made.
He's very theatrical. Like this guy's singing Phantom of the Opera probably tonight. He has a theatric voice.
In his shower, not on stage.
This guy,
Exactly.
yeah, he's another over enunciator.
High adventure that's beyond compare. They are the Gummy Bears.
It's so Dallas.
It is very.
Funny.
Yes, you're right.
The tempo, just the rhythm.
I mean,
I would have never expected a Dallas comparison to any cartoon, but let alone
Gummy Bears.
Yeah.
Yes, I think AI can do a
Mashup.
mashup.
Wow.
Keep it coming.
Magic and mystery are part of their history, along with the secret of gummy berry juice.
They're very specific. They're very specific about what is.
I've got it, but please read it. The last line is that I want to get that tattooed on my forehead.
Magic and mystery.
No, do it in the voice you were about to do it in.
Magic and mystery are part of the history, along with the secret of gummy bear juice.
So they're not subtle in the lyrics. They're just directly describing everything that happens in the show.
Magic and mystery are part of their history.
Indeed.
Yeah.
The legend is growing. They take pride in knowing.
Well, that's really interesting. Mid-verse, they took it up a half step, and that's actually, you don't hear that often, and I really like it. So
And it's a deeper reverb.
Thank you,
a flute.
Silvershire and Silvershire.
And there's a little flute. So they're doing, we've talked about this before, but they're doing everything to build.
They're zhuzhing it up.
They're zhuzhing it up.
Crescendo.
The fight for what's right in whatever.
Now we got a harmony. Did you guys catch that?
There,
The second
yep.
voice came
Finally
in.
a harmony.
So the song mid-second verse goes up a half step and harmony comes in. They're building this
I
up.
bet our next chorus has got got the whole shebang.
And we got Ian Anderson from Jethro Tull. He's got one leg up on the floor, one on the.
Yep.
He's playing the flute.
Fluting her out.
Yep.
Yep.
They do. Gummi Bears.
There we go.
There's that
There's
high
the good-
harmony.
Yeah, there's the chorus. and
There's the
harmony.
good
Yeah.
chorus.
There's the strings doing the ding ding
Yep.
ding ding.
Yep.
What was the last line there from when it went up a half step
Uh,
after Juice?
their legend is growing. They take pride in knowing. They'll fight for what's right in whatever they do.
So just a bunch of nonsense bullshit lyrics.
Absolutely.
Yeah, good.
About good bears doing good things.
They're like
John.
the
It's not
A-team
nonsense
of
and
the
bullshit.
whatever Gummi Land Forest.
Yeah, medieval fantasy land.
Yeah.
Here and there and everywhere. High adventure that's beyond compare.
I'm loving all the orchestral shit in the
Yeah.
background.
Yep.
Yeah.
There's
Oh,
a
yeah.
lot going on there in a good way.
Yes. This is wonderful.
Oh
well, let's not get ahead of ourselves here.
yeah. Just wait for Ryan to crap on it in the voting section.
They are the Gummi Bears. They are the Gummi Bears.
Oh yeah,
That's a hot ending.
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, that's musical genius right there.
Yeah.
It sounds like a Williams was doing the arrangement.
Well, I love it. Let's take a look on the screen. I have a feeling I watch this show pretty regularly.
Yeah.
I didn't mention that at the early part. So I watch this a lot. I have a feeling it's going to come right back to me.
Yeah.
Right off the bat, you got so we talk about the theme. You got the Disney logo, which is they're
I wasn't expecting
their
it.
stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, Disney, you got the castle.
Yep.
Lowercase adventures
Strange.
of the Gummi Bears.
So we got the classic Walt Disney signature font for the word Disney,
Yep.
and then kind of just a bubbly, looks like a gummy bear font.
Yep, it does.
Dashing and daring.
So there's the guy.
There's
at
your
the-
guy.
Yeah, there's my guy.
He's a cute
What
little
was
fella.
his name? Was Chippy?
Sure. Look at his chubby little sword he's got. Wood sword.
And he's riding on a wolf.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
There is an Ewok comparison here that's
I think
reasonable.
I think that is reasonable.
Courageous and
There's
caring.
the bad guys.
Oh, yeah.
Could a bad guy look any more 80s bad guy
I was
cartoon?
just going to say, like a bunch of stooges, right? Like, so stoogey.
Big dummies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like He-Man had guys looking like that. I mean, they just were a bunch of doofuses.
Just oafs.
Yeah, oaf. Well put.
Love it.
Faithful and friendly.
I don't remember a dinosaur or dragon.
They're sitting in a very medieval looking cozy
Yeah.
cabin on a couch, and there's a dragon drinking a cup of tea.
It almost looks like at Hogwarts, like where they're sitting.
Yeah, in the like the
one of the
if you're-
houses.
yeah,
right?
the house rooms.
Yeah,
if you're
exactly.
in Gryffindor, for
Yeah,
sure.
where
Sirius Black's
Sirius
head's gonna
Black
come
comes
out of the fire.
comes out of the fireplace.
Harry!
Harry, over here.
Welcome to the podcast, Harry Potter.
Ways to share. All through the forest they sing out in chorus.
So every cartoon's got to have kind of the dopey, chubby guy who's
Yep.
adorable.
Yep, and that's him. I don't remember his name, but I like him.
You seen the movie Ratatouille?
Yes.
Remy's brother.
Yeah, exactly.
Here, tell me.
Yeah,
Marching along.
That might be Tummy Gummy,
Tummy Gummy
For sure.
And again,
the large,
like,
lovable, food-obsessed Gummy, who is surprisingly brave, according to AI.
sort of like the Seven Dwarfs too. Like they march along. They all have different personalities, but they're kind of all lovable.
Yeah.
As their song fills the air. Gummi Bears bouncing here and
We see
There's some
the
bouncing.
gummy bounce,
Yeah.
and that's after they take the ayahuasca, right?
So we're seeing this now. Do they bounce on their feet or on their ass?
Ass.
Ass
That's an ass
bouncers.
bounce. Yeah, that's
Didn't know that.
you can get
I
our.
think they got pretty stubby legs, so it's not like a big
Yeah, right.
position shift to.
Another dragon. This one not
Lot.
over for tea.
Yeah, a lot of dragons here that I'm seeing.
Well, there's a lot of dragons in the medieval times.
Medieval
true.
fantasy times. There's a lot
Yeah.
of dragons.
Yeah.
That's beyond compare. They are the Gummi Bears.
I mean, when we were playing marbles, the dragons were bugging us all the time. Back in the day.
Exactly. Popping out of trees. Look at this.
Circular doors.
Exactly. Almost like the Berenstein Bear tree. Like it was.
They were like,
Yes, the tree hatches. I'd kind of forgotten about those.
Yeah.
they got out a book from the library called Medieval Stereotypes, and they just put them all into this cartoon.
Correct.
But it's kind of fun. Like the circle, like they're not hidden. Very like
No.
it's not like
Right.
they're camouflaged in any way.
Correct.
It's
Big
very
circular
obvious.
door.
There's
Correct.
a manufactured piece of wood.
Yes, that you could just flick up with your finger almost.
Well, maybe they're locked from the inside.
True.
They got a latch.
Good luck
Latched.
getting in there. We latched it. Oh, did he hit him over the head with meat?
Yeah, so who was the human character again? There was a human?
Which
Pepe?
Calvin?
Calvin.
And there was a princess, I believe, too.
Oh,
Like
okay.
the daughter of the king of Dunwyn.
Dunwyn. Okay.
That was also a friend of the Gummies.
Okay. Yeah.
Calvin's the one that unlocks, or that has the Gummy medallion to
Oh,
unlock
and
the
I
Great
think that's
Book
the
of Gummy.
princess right there that we're seeing swinging on like a Mountain Dew vine.
Yep. Nice Mountain Dew commercial reference.
Magic and mystery are part of their history.
There's an old book.
There's a big old book.
Yeah,
right there, yeah.
leather-bound old
And
book.
I remember the old guy, right? The old
Yeah,
guy.
he's
that we were
great.
talking about. Yeah.
Along with the secret of gummy berry juice.
So there is. Oh, she took a little too much gummy bear juice, and she's
no.
bouncing around.
Could anybody blame her? She's cooking it up. She'd be bouncing all over the kitchen.
You got to make sure the recipe's right. It's tasting.
Exactly.
It's tasting.
Absolutely.
The legend is growing.
That's the guy I was talking about.
You're a great call on the Robin Hood thing.
Yeah, he looks Robin Hood-ish, right? Like
He's got a
Oh,
big,
yeah.
big schnoz.
Duke
The-
Igthorn.
big schnoz, big mustache, and
A lot of chainmail.
Yes, indeed.
Throw some glasses on that guy. You got Rocky Rococo.
They take pride in knowing.
Now I remember
There's
this
your
guy too.
Gargamel guy, yeah.
Yeah, he's like I think he's part of the bad guys, but he longs to be good. Maybe.
That's a good way of putting it.
Is that the toad or
Yeah.
Toad-
How did you describe him? I don't remember.
It was poorly.
But green.
Very
You described
poorly.
him as green. And
green
that's
and
all.
frog
Green
like?
and frog like bullfrog.
Yeah, toadwort.
Yeah.
That's accurate.
The fight for what's right in whatever they do. Gummy bears bouncing here.
And they really do bounce on those
They do.
asses.
They do. The song, I mean, gets exponentially better once the chorus is coming.
It's almost hard to pay attention to the screen.
yeah, I
You're
agree.
so caught up in this magical melody.
They're in everywhere. High adventure.
I gotta just go on record and say I like the pink little guy. He's a cute fella.
Well, maybe we'll get you a plush for your birthday.
Yeah, good grief. I like him.
All right, we're on it.
Beyond compare. They are the gummy bears. They are the gummy bears.
End of show font
Yep.
to tie it up. This time carved
And
into
I
a
don't
tree.
remember that. That's not a frequent thing to show
Correct.
you the title again at the very end.
Yeah, they're branding that for us. Well, that was The Adventures of... Sorry, that was Disney's The Adventures of the Gummi Bears. If we're ever going to get hauled off here for copyright infringement, it's going to be a Disney show.
Yeah.
Hopefully we paused it enough.
Yeah.
As an adult fan of Disney,
Are you talking to me?
yeah. Do you have any sway?
I'm a really big fan.
Plays marbles with the sea.
I go there at least.
Bob Iger and I played marbles yesterday. Could you please let us air our show?
Bob, I've been coming to your park at least twice a year.
Let's help us out, man.
I will get a Disney tattoo.
Let our 6 listeners.
Exactly.
Listen to the Gummy Bears.
Yes. It's voting time. As you all know, if you've listened to us before, all it takes is 2 either way to make it a thumbs up or a wall of fame or wall of shame. I feel like I've been so obvious. I'm going to start this week. Big old thumbs up. I love that song. Everything about it.
I'll be back.
Pete.
I was kind of surprised how much I shouldn't say disliked. The beginning was not as good as I remembered this. Like I had a really positive memory of the song in my head, and when it started out, I think we were all a little bit like, what's happening here? But it redeemed itself at the end, and I feel like if I had, I want to put this on a CD in my car and listen to it on the drive home.
I'll be back.
Beautiful.
So it's in. Ryan, your vote doesn't count.
It's the best way to make the show work. I agree with everything you said. It's Arnold.
Awesome.
I'll be back.
And like a lot of good songs, in many ways, the decent beginning makes the amazing ending even more amazing.
Yeah, I will say this: if they didn't bring that chorus in, I might be thinking differently.
If he had sang it solo the whole way through.
If he sang it solo, like I said,
And
it
without
was
the orchestral-
underwhelming at the beginning. I was like, whoa, I don't remember it like this.
The orchestral flourishes.
I feel like, what's the people with the names?
Silvershire and Silvershire.
They know what they're doing.
Yeah.
They're like, we're going to start this out.
Bringing in Joey Williams.
Yeah.
Now we're calling him Joey.
Our boy,
My old friend Joey.
our boy Joey Williams.
Joey Dubs, what's up?
Man, his work on Lopty Neck is unprecedented. We got to get him for Gummi Bears.
That's right.
Oh. Well, we are just at our spot where we like to wrap it up. Any end of show questions to make anonymous statistician Tyler happy?
Sure. If you were going to make any 80s TV show into a video game, what would it be?
May I ask a question?
Yeah.
Are you picturing this modern video game technology, like Super Nintendo, Atari?
No, I'm picturing more NES, Atari, kind of
8-bit? 16-bit?
Yeah, 8.
So
16.
not even Super Nintendo. We'll say like regular Nintendo.
Correct. I'm picturing like before 1990, like our show.
Okay, so we'll say like a 1988 Nintendo game.
Yeah,
That changes a lot.
it does.
Ooh,
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm going to go with Gimme a Break.
Oh my god.
And
Interesting.
you can be a couple of characters. If you're Nell, like you got to
Yeah.
get the house all
Interesting.
ship-shop shape. If you're the chief, your whole goal is to get to your chair and eat dinner and drink a beer. But there's
Exactly.
all sorts of obstacles to overcome it. So
Can I just tell you something?
Yeah.
That was exactly what I was thinking.
Come on.
And in my head, I had it like Paperboy. It was like Paperboy. Like you would I have her vacuuming and
The fish tank.
the fish tank, exactly.
We both picked Gimme a Break.
Yes, exactly.
I'm out.
Pete, what's your video game?
Oh, I was thinking like Dallas would make a sweet role-playing game, like on a computer, not a Nintendo.
Oh, like Leisure Suit Larry.
Like
Yeah.
except like you're trying to not get killed, and you're also trying
Right.
to
Yeah.
Great one.
sleep with your friends' wives and
Yeah,
make as
I
much
love it.
oil money as you can.
It's fantastic.
Yeah.
Love it.
Like a Sierra Games
Yeah,
1988.
Sierra. I was trying to think of the other King's Quest.
Yes.
King's Quest.
Space Quest,
Well played.
Police Quest,
Dallas Quest.
Dallas Quest.
Dallas Quest.
Walk into shower. Make
Yeah.
love to neighbor lady.
Yeah.
Lie to wife. Have a morning bourbon.
That's so good. Yeah. We should have an afternoon bourbon as soon as we stop this
there you go.
episode.
Sure.
Because we always drink bourbon.
Well, we're starting now.
Because we ever drink bourbon.
We are a rum podcast through and through.
True.
Guys, really quickly before we stop recording here, obviously we've got our Dr. Wong Fong's.
Yeah, sure.
I'd like us to have a Mai Tai. Can we just have one randomly? Or do
Oh,
we need
yeah.
To, okay.
There are
Do
no
we need
rules
an
here.
occasion?
Yeah, that's my question.
That's your question. Do
Yeah.
we need an occasion?
Yeah, here's my anonymous statistician.
do we need an occasion to have a really strong, delicious drink? Ugh.
Nobody listens, so it doesn't actually matter.
It's just us. Exactly. Well, listeners, next week we may have a Mai Tai with our episode.
Yeah, maybe.
Fellas, before we go off the air, give Alien Nation a chance.
Maybe.
Yeah.
All right.
Maybe.
Well, until then, thank you for listening to the Super 80s Podcast Friend. I am John.
I'm Ryan.
And I'm Pete.
You've been listening to the Super 80s Podcast Friend, where the towels are hers and gummy juice.
Gummi Bears.
See you next week.